we kind of saw yesterday. Don't want things to get out of hand. It's very early on, and that wasn't, a crazy, blatant violation or anything, but you got to watch out for it going forward.
Hands up. This time it'll be a power play coming up for Benet.
There we go. And speak of the devil, it sounds like we're going to see yet another power play for the Red Wings if they don't score right now.
I've never seen it, but technically there can be an occurrence when you pull the netminder, when the hand goes up, where the team puts the puck in the net. That's going to be last touched by Christian Alexander. And Wayzata cheated.
Just hate to see that. They came all this way to cheat. Ridiculous.
I got to say, it's one of the coolest hockey cities, Wayzata.
I think that's what makes Hudson Sleece so good. We've talked about him time and time again. He was the CCHL MVP last year as just a junior. Back this year, kind of doing the same thing. He's hoping to just make the CCHL, and anybody you play is just his menace.
And Benet scores! That was fast, Andy. Right off the face-off, Benet scores, and when you commit penalties, that's what happens. It was off the stick of Ryle on the initial shot. And then he passed it to Quinlan, and then Quinlan got it into the back of the net.
Quinlan doesn't always get his name in the actual stat sheet, but he did right there. He's contributed for this team in so many different ways that don't always show up in the book. Looks like they still have 5 skaters out there, so no penalty, although they have definitely come close to having more than just the ones they've already had.
So penalties look to be called, but they're not instigating, so no power play. Shot, he scores! Quinlan, there again! Just creating havoc in front of the net, Andy. And I think it went off Quinlan's skate, so he's going to be credited with his second goal of the game.
I also had Quinlan last touching that for going in the net there. And want to give credit to Bennett's offense for continuing to put the pressure on. They're still winning the shots on goal battle. But in terms of Wayzata's defense, just really lackluster there. Did not look like they even wanted to be anywhere near that play.
Back to neutral ice. They're having trouble spreading out and keeping that puck down, keeping that stick down on the ice. Spinorama to beauty, able to get separation. Backhanded pass, open, Christensen, rebound try, covers it up. And finally, Wayzata showing signs of life.
It's unfortunate, one of the best opportunities they've had, whether it was that first shot or the rebound directly in the slot right in front of Christensen. She's still able to hold firm, though. 7 seconds left in the power play. I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything with it now. Still, some positive momentum going forward for the next 3.5 minutes of the second period.
Uh-oh. Frasco's going to be called for a penalty. We're going to see what he did in a second. Meanwhile, Schlee, shot. Another save by O'Brien. He had an excellent game, by the way. He's now 28 of 30.
Yeah, those 2 goals in the first period were all he gave up. And other than that, his defense is starting to help him out a bit. And shout out to O'Brien. He stuck in there and pitched a shutout for the last 30 minutes of this one.
And that'll do it. Christensen with a well-deserved 18 for 18 shutout. Danny Quinlan with 2 goals, and that's all they needed.